All right, Shalom. This is Har 1 by Yasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp. When I say Kal Halayim La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Harakah Kodash, Ma'amah, double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and the elders. Shalom to you, Akim, and Akwatim and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. You have here, the title is Rare Christmas Eclipse will illuminate sky with ring of fire. All right. And make you think of that old, I forgot that song, man. Edomite sang, man, the ring of fire. But Johnny Cash. All right. He had a song called The Ring of Fire. But it says a partial annular solar eclipse will take place on December 26th. So that means it's dealing with the sun when it says solar. All right, which the word solar comes from a pagan word, pagan idol named Solar. All right, Solus, Evictus. All right, so in the Hebrew, the word for sun or the rays of the sun would be shamash. All right, shamash. And the word for the actual sun itself, the light that comes from it, the actual light itself, you know, the object is a war. All right, I'm gonna do a lesson on that later. Will light up the sky with a ring of fire during the daytime in the Eastern Hemisphere on Thursday, December 26th. All right, an annular solar eclipse occurs when the moon is relatively small in the sky and passes directly across the sun, but fails to cover it entirely. As a result, a ring of fire is formed that shines around the silhouette of the dark moon, according to space.com. So you're going to have all types of changes in the weather, all right, weather events. You're going to have a lot of heathens doing their pagan rituals around this time. And it's also a sign that the Most High is moving things. All right. A sign of the times we're in. The annual solar eclipse will last approximately 3 minutes and 40 seconds, and is the last eclipse of the year. It is dangerous to look at an annular solar eclipse with the naked eye, and protective eyewear is strongly encouraged, right? Because that's true, because if you take a magnifying glass and you aim it at the ground or a piece of paper or a match with the sun beaming through it, it's going to take it from its widest point to its a needle point. All right, so all that energy will get directed and pressurized into one point, and you can actually it'll start a fire. So if you do that with your eyes act as the lens of your eyes act in the same way a magnifying glass would do, and the light gets refracted in the eyes with the eye lens, and it can cause all kind of damage to the eyesight. All right. So that's why it's not good to stare at the sun like you see a lot of Egyptologists do. All right, people that's into that Africanism. They call it, I forgot what they call it, but they soul bathing or something like that. They stare at the sun for hours or some shit. The next annular solar eclipse that will be visible in the U.S. is set to occur on June 10th, 2021. All right, and also in the news you have 2 more earthquakes off BC coast. All right, nine earthquakes now recorded since Monday. All right, today's Wednesday, so that's 2 days ago. All right, so so that's earthquakes in diverse places. You see that? So yeah, earthquakes today, also in Canada. You know, the most recent earthquake occurred around 12:40 p.m. on December 25th, approximately 198 kilometers west of Port Hardy at a depth of 5 kilometers, according to Earthquakes Canada. Earthquakes Canada. All right. Vancouver it's been a busy week of seismic activity on the BC coast. A pair of Christmas Day earthquakes struck off the northwest coast of Vancouver Island Wednesday, bringing the total number of quakes recorded off the BC coast to 9 in the last 3 days. So the earthquakes are kicking up, right? You got a market crash creeping around the corner. All right. Let me see if I can. What else I can pull up on here? This is Matthew 24 and 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, right? In these times, we're hearing of wars and rumors of wars. All right, kicking off. See that ye be not troubled. All right. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So all these things are going to come to pass, but the end is still not yet, man. So if you're in this truth, you got to hunker down. All right. For nation shall rise against nation. These things are going to happen. And kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines. All right. When the market crash, dollar collapses, fiat currency crashes around the world. And you're going to have mass starvation. And even famines of the word, to where there's no, the avenues of this truth being pushed out are going to be shut down. All right. And pestilences, like the internet, and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. So earthquakes in different places. All right. And that's happening, man. It says 9 since Monday. All right. And it says all these are the beginning of sorrows. So that's the beginning of sorrows. All right. You see, it spoke of earthquakes. Luke 21 and 25. And there shall be signs in the sun. What's that? Your solar eclipses. Blood moons and whatever type of moons they have. And these are all signs that the Lord uses to show us the changes in season. All right. And judgments that he's bringing. He says, ring of fire, man. And how do you say he's going to judge America with what? Fire. It says in the moon. See that? That's when the moon, like right now, you have the moon crossing in front of the sun. And sometimes you have what's called a blood moon. But right now you have a sign in the sun, man. That's happening tomorrow. It says, and in the stars, you have meteors shooting around. All right. Meteor showers. I think it was a meteor came down over here in America last week. And upon the earth, the stress of nations, man, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, men's heart failing them for the fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. And it beginning to change and come upon the earth. All right, the Lord's unleashing his judgment. It's creeping in like a flood. All right, first you see the first edges of the water. Then at the while you see the tsunami, and that's what's happening. The Lord bringing his judgment. It's going to come to pass, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in the cloud with power and great glory, and that's the end. When we see Yahushua coming in the cloud in the chariot, that's when we know it's the end. And when these things begin to come to pass, so when they begin to come to pass, and he said that when we see earthquakes, right, and signs in the sun, that's the beginning of sorrows. So he said, when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh.